All right, so we are back. Welcome to another day of Consider Your Soul. We're back from the Thanksgiving holiday. I'm back home in my cozy rocking chair. The sun is out and I have on my new sweatshirt, Consider Your Soul. So I had my sister make this for me. I think it is something I want to offer at some point, but on the back it says to center your sage. I'm not going to show y'all right now, but it's in the same font. And so, yeah, I just felt like Consider Your Soul is just something nice to carry around with me. So what's so funny is I was like, I want to use a new deck today. And, you know, there's not that many that I use consistently. I mean, there's only a few that I use consistently. This one I do not, but it's perfect timing because it's called the Creative Soul Deck. So I'm excited about that. We'll see what it has to say because I haven't used it in a while. And it is a new moon, a fresh start, new beginnings. And so I think this is timely, right? So what needs to be considered for our soul? How should we be considering our soul? What is the medicine of the day? What is the medicine for our soul today? I'm so excited to use this new deck. It's not that I've only used it a few times, but it feels timely. Ooh. All right, so we got two. We got Abstract Act and The Seeker. And so I know you're like, what do these mean? So Abstract Act, did I say Abstract Act? I meant abstract. Abstract is number 13 and The Seeker is number 4. And so I'm going to read about these, especially since I don't use this deck often. I'm assuming this has to do with our creative art in the work that we do, in like the journey of creating the art or of sharing the art, of being the art is kind of what comes to mind first. So let's look it up. Abstract. This card exists in the realm of the metaphysical, in a sphere beyond the self, identity, space, and time. Bringing an invitation to relinquish any limiting structures, this card suggests constraints imposed by logic and pragmatism. I don't know. I know the word when I hear it. Consider what surfaces when you shed the confines of the preconceived. Allow the unknown to become your guide. So I think this is encouraging the energy of the seeker, because it's talking about allowing, and I think we kind of talked about this recently, but whatever it is that you don't know, not being afraid of the unknown and allowing it to drive you in a direction of that which you are seeking. So let's see what the seeker says for number 4. A calling for you to deepen your vision. If you've been coasting through elements of life, this card invites the soul to become the student. Allow immersion into new pastures and find mentorship in the physical or non-physical. In the realization that we know nothing, we can begin to assess everything. Complete freedom lies here. Reach out to the entity you feel most drawn to. That's my favorite topic. That is literally the Center Your Sage piece. Is about whatever speaks to you, whatever you're drawn to. That is what you lean on. That is what you center in your life. Whatever it is that you believe in, the whispers of the soul and things like that. So this is really just saying to me that there's a unique journey that you're going on, and it's time to like step up to the next level. It's time to take the next step, and which creates a new journey in itself. There's going to be people that are going to come in your atmosphere who can help you get to the next level that you're trying to get to, but it's definitely time to take it there. Instead of, you know, I think about myself in my business and things like that. I don't like talking about it. I don't like presenting it to people. I don't like, you know, trying to get people to buy products, but you have medicine that people need. And so the more that you hold on to that medicine, the less people are getting the medicine they need, and the less that your soul is getting the medicine it needs by being able to share that medicine. So, or honestly, when you think about like how you come up with ideas and how you create your medicine comes in spaces where you need it, comes in things that you need. And so I think about all the times I'm triggered by an idea, or I'm like, I want to do this next with the business. It's always something that resonates with my journey, that resonates with where I'm at because of the type of business I'm doing, because I want to be doing soul work and I want to focus on those things. It requires an intimate process with my soul. It requires an intimate process with myself. And I won't always know the answers. I won't know what's next. None of us do. But I think what you can know here is that whatever's on that unknown path is helping you get to your next level. And so I don't know if this is decision energy or just like, yes, like if you were already thinking about something and you were like, I want to do this, but I don't know if I should. It sounds like yes, it's encouraging new. And then it's like the next card is the senses. And so to me, this means intuition, leaning on what you already know to be true. Like if you're asking the question, should I do this? It sounds like you're already leaning towards yes. And so to trust that. But I will read the senses. Leaning on something that may not make sense, literally. So this card represents a veil of detachment, an important card. It indicates a need for uninhibited immersion, a sequence of awakening and activation of the senses. Sink deeply into sensory perception now. How can you submerge yourself? Submerge into pure sensation. Plant the feet on the ground and begin the activation of soul connection. So, to me, it's really just about relying on that intuition, relying on the natural things that speak to us, that guide us. So, yeah, this is new beginnings energy, and it's telling you to go on the journey, go on the walk. You don't know what's next. You don't know what's going to come up in that process. But to rely on that which that grounds you, levels you mentally and physically, and to consider your soul. No, really, just consider what you need in this space, in this new path, and believe that those things will be presented to you at the right time. Yeah, I think that's the message of the day. And so this one definitely brings you to the remember yourself medicine, because it's, for the journey. And this is definitely about a new journey, a new beginning. And so maybe there's a need for clarity. Maybe there's a need for peace of mind. And then maybe there's also a need for willpower. So depending on what you're assessing, if you're saying willpower, I'm thinking ashwagandha, especially if you're not a coffee drinker, or if you have trouble sleeping. Ashwagandha is, it is willpower. It is, what do they call it? Horse, I don't know, something with horse, because it's like it gives you the power of a horse. And horses are known to be really strong and really, they have a lot of stamina, so it helps you to move through a journey. Okay, I'm seeing the connection here. The stamina needed to move through the journey. But something softening, not something that gets you jittery or antsy. You need a calmed stamina. Yeah, so that's why I would recommend that right now, especially in sad season. You might need something that's also going to nourish your nervous system, and thinking about the adaptogens, the adaptogens in general. But with ashwagandha, it is an adaptogen. It's going to work on the nervous system. It's also going to give you the energy and the willpower to get whatever new thing that you're starting done, to go through whatever transition you need to go through. I remember it was one of the herbs I leaned on when I was transitioning back into living in Atlanta, when I was, contemplating whether I move back home or here. And yeah, it helped me get through that transition. Or start that new phase of life. So it's going to be that one. Peppermint is also a good one. I'm always going to say peppermint because it's similar energy. It may not be as much the stamina as it is the alertness in the moment. But peppermint is also something you can take consistently. You can drink it all day if you want. Ashwagandha is not like that. There is a dosage for that. What else? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. And then if you just kind of want to cover yourself for the journey, like I want to feel surrounded and held for this journey, then that's when I would start recommending like the body oil, the remember yourself, just to know that you can do this, you can move through this, you can do this new thing, You have the energy, you have the anointing to do this new thing. And to trust that. Trust what you feel. Not those thoughts that are coming up that are like doubt and no, you can't do it. But trust what you feel in your body. Like, I just know I'm doing this for a reason. I just know there's something around the corner. I just know I need to keep going. That kind of energy is kind of what I'm talking about with this new beginning, this new energy. And because we're at I think it's a new moon in Sag, this is going to be about freedom, moving more into a space of freedom. So what's keeping you from your freedom is kind of what you look at, or what is making you believe it's keeping you from your freedom. So yeah, those are going to be the things that come up for you to work through as you're moving on this new path and this new journey. But this is definitely a good thing. But in any journey, we have hiccups, we have roadblocks, we have obstacles. And so yeah, trust the journey, trust where you're going, trust the creative flow, where it's taking you, and trust the people that are coming into your life right now. And that's the medicine of the day. And that's how we'll be considering our soul. So y'all tune in and keep up with all the changes, because I got a lot of big things that I want to do. Because again, I am taking myself to the next level. And so I'm saying yes to the new opportunities to do that, and trusting that, you know, if I share more of myself, that will be received, and things will change. So I am showing up to the places that I'm being called to and doing the things that I'm being called to do, even though I don't know what's around the corner. But that's the point of considering your soul. When it's soul work, you never know what's on the other side, but you know that it's necessary. So I'll see y'all next time.